Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to talk about a few topics here on My Opinion. I was missing for a few days, but due to family engagement, I could not be able to do an opinion story. But this morning I want to talk about the accused man, aka Kaka, Ricardo Richards, 31, who we can all remember was at the National Chest Hospital when he disarmed the police, and when the other police tried to intervene, he shot him and escaped. Now we're reading a story from the Jamaica Observer where they are reporting that when a team of police captured Kaka at a popular guest house in St. Andrew, he cried like a baby. And if that was bad, it got even worse because he actually wet himself. Now, just to give you a rundown of the incident, is that he was taken to National Chest Hospital to receive medical care for an ailment on Friday, March 12th. He grabbed a pistol from one of the police who had accompanied him, with his handcuffs were unlocked when a doctor tried to treat him. He shot the other cop who tried to intervene. Now, Richards was in police custody awaiting trial for murder, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and shooting with intent. Now that he has been captured, additional charges are going to be levied against him. But yesterday, based on what the Observer is saying, a senior police source told them that Richards was surprised when he was held at a guest house. He proceeded to appeal for mercy. He kept on shouting for the police to spare his life, one source said. He was saying things like, "Do not kill me, do. Me no want dead, give me a chance." As more police guns were trained on him, he cried out even louder, and guess what? He even wet himself. Now the police information is saying you would not believe that this man, who a week before challenged the police and taken away a gun, shot one policeman and run away, would behave in this manner. But other police have made it clear that this is not the first time a gangster would be crying and wetting themselves based on when police turn up. These gangsters are only powerful when they have the weapon in their hand. When they don't have access to the weapon, they are like babies. Now, they melt out all kind of atrocities against law-abiding citizens. But when the police come upon them, they cry like a baby. One popular case was that when police held on to Black Man, who is a former leader of the Klansman gang too, he cried like a baby for the police not to kill him while he held on to his mother. That's what we have been reading and we heard, especially in that situation with Andre Bryan, aka Black Man. But Kaka has cried like a baby, even wet himself after the police interrogated him. Now, you wouldn't want to think that a man like Kaka would do such a thing. Based on his act of bravery of disarming a police and fire shot and hitting one, when the police apprehended him, he started to cry and wet himself. However, at the end of the day, as I said before, these are what these hoodlums normally do. They are very scared to die, but they find pleasure in taking the lives of innocent, law-abiding citizens, or not necessarily innocent people alone, because they have their time when they have issues with their cronies and they take their lives. But the police are saying that they are nowhere closer in retrieving the firearm that he stole from the police, and they are saying that based on their intelligence, it would appear as if Kaka sold the firearm to offset some expenses. But no doubt pressure will be applied to him, and no doubt Kaka might, based on what happened, he should not see the light of day after the police take him to court and he have his day in court. Once found guilty of all the atrocities that he has committed, these persons, hoodlums like these, should be put away for good. And when you, the next thing you want to look at, they say he's 31. Look at his picture and tell me if that looks like a 31-year-old man. Kaka looks like about 70, 80 years old based on that picture. But that's a life of trying to be a gangster. That's a life of being a gunman. That's a life of being an unlawful citizen. And that's a life of a person who goes around and terrorizing law-abiding citizens. But let me know what you think in the comment section about the behavior of Kaka. Big bad Kaka wet himself when the police apprehend him. The other story we want to look at is that, and I'm reading from the Jamaica Gleaner, 3 high-powered rifles were recovered by members of a joint police military team during a major operation in Norwood, St. James yesterday morning. 2 AK-47s, 1 M16, along with several rounds of ammunition were among the weapons recovered by members of the security forces during the operation, which got underway at about 5 a.m. yesterday morning. 7 people have so far been held in the operation, which happened yesterday. Now, congratulations to the Constabulary Force. These weapons are weapons that drive fear into the hearts of persons living in Montego Bay. Norwood and its environments no safe haven for anybody. That place has have constant upflare or uptick in violence. Recently, a lot of persons have lost their lives because of gang feud in that community, and Norwood has been on the police radar for quite some time, and with the loss of the SOEs based on the Constitution, it makes police a little bit difficult in those communities. But the police, we have seen the joint police and military operation has been reaping some form of success so far. We saw what happened in Bedford Gardens, Augustown recently, where 5 criminals were taken down and how many weapons were seized. I think it was like 7 weapons were seized. And now we see all those high-powered rifles down there in St. James being recovered by the police, persons arrested. We hope that the police, in their search, will break the back of the drugs for guns trade and all these illegal weapons coming in the country. And we hope that the police will continue to do their effective policing job, and we'll find more successes as the days goes by. But we must commend the Jamaica Constabulary Force alongside the JDF for their sterling work, their hard work, and we just hope that more guns will be taken off the street, more criminals will be taken off the street, and Jamaica very soon will be a safe place. But as it stands now, a lot of persons live in fear, and these guns that were taken off the street are less, more powerful rifles that create fear and havoc among the people in Norwood, St. James. Not all these persons lives in these communities are criminals. Not all these persons are upholding the wrongdoing. So law-abiding citizens must feel comfortable to live wherever they want to live in Jamaica and go about their business normally without the fear of these hoodlums who pounce on them, do whatever they want, and take their lives. When these hoodlums have these machines in their hand, they're powerful, and law-abiding citizens walk in tremble and fear because of these men. But good job by the Constabulary Force. We hope that these persons that were found or taken into custody, the police will do their investigation. Who's to be held for these rifles will be held accountable. And we don't want, when the police hold on to these persons, they go into prison for like 2-3 years and they're back on the street, because 2-3 years are back on the street, they still got their connections, they still have their clique, they still have their company and their gang members, and they still reap havoc. So it's a combination of good policing, and also the justice system must be there to back the police when these guys are located, to send them away for a long time. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, be safe. Look out for the children. Look out for a loved one. Look out for a neighbor. And most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.